I'm a 7-figure Etsy seller, and last year between December 1st and December 14th, I made 1,000 orders without any Etsy ads. That's about 15 to 20k in profit, just for perspective. So in this video, I'll break down exactly what I did to do that. For those that don't know what print on demand is, it's just a simple process where you make a design and you put your design on top of a blank product, let's say a white t-shirt for instance. Then you take an image of that blank product and put your design on top of it. You take that image and put it up on a site like Etsy. When then someone purchases this listing on Etsy, you could then connect the order to a production partner on the site like Printify, and the production partner then prints your design on top of the blank product and ships it out directly to the customer, which is super neat because we as sellers don't have to incur any risk in inventory. I basically made all my money with print on demand, so it's the thing that I know the best, so to speak. So to start off, let's talk about some changes they made even before Q4. So marketplaces like Etsy and Amazon and so forth, they change rapidly and constantly, honestly. And in August, if we just take a look at some stats here, I made last year in 2024, I basically made around 26k in revenue overall. In October, it was a little bit less because I did some experiments, but I'll get into that later. But basically, I kind of made like 26k most months during the year, apart from Q4. So how I've always paired like Etsy, I said that I've paired the listings with Etsy ads to bring as much traffic to the listing as possible, because I usually have like a 5 to 7% conversion rate, somewhere around like the 5.5 to 6 usually. And if we're in like the Q4 parts of the year, so basically October, November, December, that can range even up to like 8 to 10%. But normally it's usually been around like 5.5 to like 6%. With ads, that means that you can just get more traffic to the listings and convert more and more and get more sales. One thing that really changed in August of last year was that they increased the CPC randomly, it just flew up by about 50%. And that actually started in August for me. So I just noticed that my net margins dipped. Didn't do much changes at all because I didn't list really much last year. Basically, my net margins were getting tighter and tighter. And especially like it started in August. I basically went from like around 20 to 21% to like 17%. And then it continued. So my conversion rate kind of dropped a bit, which means that I spent more in ad spend, just as much basically as I did spend in August, but I basically did not convert as much, which also basically meant that I spent the same amount that I did in August, but made less sales. Then they made a big algorithm change on October 1st. They basically made a lot of changes overall, but one big change, for instance, was that they changed how they prioritized which listings will like be prioritized in search on October 1st. And a lot of it was, for instance, depending on how your shipping model is. They recommended using a shipping price under $6, and they will prioritize those types of listings in search if you basically use a paid shipping model. So those were basically the changes kind of before Q4, or just when Q4 hit on October. But with that, I just noticed that I couldn't really run, like my strategy with Etsy had to change kind of drastically during this specific time, because I couldn't just run, like I've been pretty passive with my Etsy store last year because I wanted to focus on this YouTube channel and some personal stuff. But I just noticed that I can't really prolong the strategy that I have. One thing that was a constraint that I wanted to have, just because I wanted to experiment and see what it does to a shop. I didn't want to be like in the grind of just listing new stuff all the time. So I didn't really want to list that much last year, and I still wanted to keep that constraint to not list that much, but still sell a lot, of course, as much as I can. The constraint was basically that I couldn't list much. So I thought around a bit about it, and I've heard about some strategies like way before. And one of those strategies was that you could basically have your listings at a lower price, basically at a break-even price, push them with ads, which means that you will lose some money up front, but then make it all back, then some, of course, when Q4 really hits. So that's what I did. Because at the end of it all, when you basically are on a marketplace like Etsy or Amazon, everything just depends on rank. Because in my experience, everything has just really been about how far up on search that you basically are. So when they search a specific type of keyword, let's say that they search for instance, nurse shirt, and you have a nurse shirt in your shop, depending on how far up in search, like when they search that specific keyword, and depending on how far up on the first page you basically are, the bigger chances you have of actually getting the sale. And the only way to really get that is to basically achieve sales, because sales velocity is the main variable to actually get rank on it itself. Now, there are ways to increase sales in the beginning, and one of the best ways to do that, and just to gain momentum and rank with listings, is to have them at a lower price so that they can gain rank faster. Because in my experience, what I've learned is that the lower price you have, the more volume you do. And when you basically raise the prices to profit pricing, which for me is around 30 to 40% in gross margin, that means that if you have a profit pricing where you actually make a profit on your sales, you make less sales, but you make less sales basically, but you make more profit with it. So those are kind of the two variables that we can play with here. So what I did at the start of October was that I put all of my listings at a break-even price. And then I basically pushed my ads so that it would spend $1,000 a day, or that was the budget. It usually doesn't spend that much unless we're in the heart of Q4. I had the max budget, which was $1,000 a day. Feels kind of crazy to do that, especially since you will basically most likely lose money up front in order to hopefully gain sales later on. I hadn't done this before, so it was kind of scary, but I went with it because I've done Etsy so much now. Like, I'm a 7-figure seller. I've done over $1 million in less than 3 years. I feel pretty confident about the intuition and like the gut feeling I have about the platform itself. So I tried to do that. The crazy part about that was that I actually lost about $700 in October. I think it was actually the first month ever that I've gone minus, which feels kind of crazy. So I lost $700. And then in October, I made a lot of changes to this whole thing. So first off, on November 17th, I basically put my prices up to profit pricing, which is about 30 to 40% gross margin. Gross margin is just a fancy word for saying the profit you make after you have basically purchased the item from Printify. On November 17th, I put my prices up. But then I did something else that I did not know. I wasn't like sure about how to do it because I noticed on November 17th that I wasn't making that much profit, even with my profit pricing and with ads, and making a ton of like sales even with ads, because the ad spend, like the cost for using the ads, has just gone up so much. It just, and with Etsy, compared to like, for instance, Amazon, where you can control this stuff, you can't control like how like the cost per click and stuff like that is actually allocated. You can make like assumptions and guesses and stuff like that. And do note that I usually have like a 5.5 to 6% in like a month of February in conversion rate. And in this time of the year, I'm usually around like 8 to 10% in conversion rate. So I know that my listings are converting well. And I know like they're working super good, but just because of the data that I have. What I basically couldn't just get my head around was why it just costs randomly so much. A lot of friends with like around me that also in the Etsy space has also basically increased a 50% cost per click increase. It varies from person to person, and it probably is depending on which niches you're in. But I could just basically see that the ads are just not, if you make a ton, like basically 6 to 7 more times sales with your ads, then it could be worth it. But that would also mean that I would sit by my computer all day in order to make it work. So even if I did that, it would be a super hassle just to sit by my computer all day and basically miss all of the holiday season. I did that in 2023, which I was really grateful for having the cash and so forth, but it took just a lot of the joy out of the holiday, so to speak. So on November 25th, I decided to stop my Etsy ads completely, just as we're getting into the heart of Q4. This is where things got really interesting because I didn't really know how this would pan out. Like, I've really relied on Etsy ads in my journey to actually make this scalable and worth it. So I wasn't sure, but I did know that I've built rank for all of my listings from like at least until the 17th, since I had break-even pricing, but even up until like the 25th when I stopped using Etsy ads, because at that time I had my listings at profit pricing and no ads. And the results from that was really, really good. So basically between the 25th of November to December 31st, like the last day of December, I made, this is in my native currency, which is Swedish kronor, so I'm sorry for that. But basically this is around 50K in revenue. I'm not exactly sure about the net profit because I haven't like accounted for it yet with my accountant. The books aren't like finalized yet since I'm filming this basically on the 6th of January. We need to finish those first. But approximately I've made around 15 to 20K in profit in December. And in November, since that month has been accounted for, I do know that I made around 7K profit in just November alone. And I mainly made that between the 25th of November to the last day of November, which I think was November 30th. So I've made around somewhere approximately around 15 to 20K in December and around 7K in profit. Both of these numbers are profit. So around 15 to 20K in profit in December and around 7K in profit in November. So it basically worked. Just building up rank up until like the heart of Q4 hits, taking Etsy ads off, and just letting it run to see how much it can actually scale by itself. I basically made around, like on Black Friday, I made 108 orders. On Cyber Monday, I made 100 orders, and then it was around 60 orders. After that, 66, 54. And as we're getting closer and closer, like as December just progresses by, it gets up and up. So 67 orders, 66, 83, 85, 60, 76, 83, 64, 60, 66. And I've always noticed that on December 15th, after that, it just closes down because the delivery date just gets so far out from like being able to actually receive it before Christmas. And that's why you see this huge dip here. Remember, I'm not using any ads at this point. So I just want to let it run out so I can actually see how profitable I can be without using any Etsy ads, which is why I didn't turn it on here at all. And I actually still haven't turned it on as I'm filming this in January 6th because I'm actually not sure how to like approach this going forward. But all in all, basically, I lost money in October, about $700. In November, I made around 7K profit. And in December, I made around 15 to 20K in profits. From November 25th to December 31st, it was around 50K in revenue, if we're thinking in dollars. But the net profit, basically, that I've earned from December has been 15 to 20K. And in November, it was 7K in profit. I definitely say that the strategy works. I will make a more in-depth video about this whole thing with the exact strategies and the exact numbers and all of like the nitty-gritty of everything that I did. I've been planning that ever since I started this. So I've written it down, and I will make a more in-depth video on everything that I experienced, on everything that I made basically when it comes to my Etsy ad strategy and how everything went during this whole crazy Q4 with the Etsy ad Armageddon, so to speak. So that will definitely come out. But hopefully this whole thing could be inspiring someone out there just like yourself. Or maybe it's even you that's struggling with USPTO and just show you that it's actually working today. This is not 5 years ago or like 2 years ago. This was me last month, basically, during Q4. It still works, and there's a lot of negativity out there on the internet, but it can definitely work for you as well if you just put in the reps and make it work. And also, after like a lot of popular demand, I will actually be starting a community soon that you can soon take part of. But anyways, if you're out there and you're struggling, just make sure to put in the reps, reflect on what's going well, what's not going so well, and then iterate going forward. And with that, you will for sure make progress. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.